Whoosh. So I got a special beta access to the demo for Tavern Talk. And the game is set to be releasing on the 10th, I believe. And it's inspired by a series that I really like called Coffee Talk, which is a very calm game where you just make coffee and learn about your clients' life. But this is on like in a tavern, and you make drinks instead of coffee. So I'm very excited to play it. I've been meaning to play this demo for quite a while because they've had demos for a long time. But I never got around to it. And then they sent me the beta access and I was very happy. Hi, Ankip. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need to eat, but I was there, so... Sounds very... exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, bees nuts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. If I was sorry, I wouldn't have done it. But I did. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Have you been to an hospital lately? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is you're missing some spice. You can try cinnamon. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was about to say phoenix? I was talking about the spice in your life. The same rules apply. Oh, that's, what you... Yes. Oh, exactly. There's no chili flakes, nor garlic, no dragons. Lias? Go away, Lias. Don't eat the dragon. Lias. Just a lot of salt. That's bad for your cholesterol. You can have a heart attack. I'm like a bland soup. Same, Fable. There's nothing wrong with a bland soup. It's safe and comforting at times. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest into your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Arson? Go to a theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights and people and actors. I think actors are people, Fable, but what do I know? What do I know? Am I right? But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing. But what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things I've never lived through? If I've never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it. But I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example... Listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. Sounds like a good song opening for me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. She doesn't even go here. Taxes, maybe? Yes, water nymphs are famous for being good with taxes. No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I don't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-like nymph floating on the waves of a sunning lake. Do you want to be with the nymph or be the nymph? Both? Yep. But mostly I want a swift strike. Alright! Let me get the bat! Alrighty. Elf 110, they them. Ranger, neutral ghoul. Neutral ghoul? Neutral ghoul, Ronnie? That's a new alignment. Neutral ghoul. Fable Verifina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet, gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything, really. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help them either. Yeah, you can't be adventurous with nuts outside. We all know that. A swift strike. Agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. And a tasty drink. Message received. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. I just spit in a cup. Could you show me? Yes. Really? Yes? What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do you summon a familiar? Just follow me. So this is what the bag looks like. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Okay, but... Pet? Pet? Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I need to check my detail notes. I do keep a log just in case. And I'm sure I know what was asked. I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand make something that see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk and draw it on the board. But if you pick the wrong one, I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored into 5 bottles to the right. Dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I could simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Alrighty. Smooth strike? How do I... Pin? There we go. Okay. Yeah! You like that? I'm petting them, by the way. No, he's a good buddy. I love you. Okay, dexterity. How do I know? Oh, I gotta look in my book. So it's Pluma and 3 waters. Pluma is the green. Ooh. Oh. How do I? Ooh. Oopsie, I think I made it too powerful. How do I put on water? Just water. I think I'll just dump it. Yeah, let's just... I think that's it. That's not it. There's a bit... Okay. Remove infusion. How do I... Oh, I didn't mean to do it like that. I meant to, pick up? No, I meant to... Open up! Enjoy, little buddy. Oh. Okay, so let me put on the recipe again. So it's a bit of this. And a bit of defense. It's the big one. And a bit of this one. Oh, it doesn't fit anymore. Open up! Enjoy. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh no, wait, I did it worse again. Maybe it's easier with the mouse. I'll switch to the mouse. Maybe I have more control. Okay. And one of these. And one of these. Swift strike! I got it! Bling! Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What do you think it was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious! I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma wouldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Damn! Really went for the throat there. Okay. A bit of this one. Ooh. And a bit of this one. And a bit of it, and a bit of this one, and a bit. And a bit. And a bit! Open up, buddy. And a bit of this. Is there an order that I have to put things in? Maybe it's defense first. First you defend, then you attack. Or something. Please, do the thing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. One of these. And, one of those. Ooh. Come on! You can do it! What am I doing wrong? Oh. Got it! A spoken heart. Good boy. Is this a Day of the Tentacle reference? Ooh, what's this? Quests! Rumors. And infusions. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Song of Bones and Water. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully, hyperbole. Yo! Where's the lonesome lagoon? Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove as well as my sisters. I think they'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if... It's wrong to leave though. What if destiny was never meant for me to live? What if it did? That could be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. You start adventures, your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. So pretty. Oh, hello. Can I pet the bird? Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You want to this establishment, innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name is Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Didn't Carolyn less? Nice to meet you, Carolyn. Carolyn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no. No quest for me, but I may have one for you. Or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble around Tregorin. Terrorizing? Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart. The whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erove. Aren't you the werewolf? You look pretty wolfy to me. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a no-bad. I thought a werewolf hype drying along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, just split society into camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Weren't those the times? Weren't those the times? I am team vampire. So into the fangs, are you? I have them myself, what can I say? An innkeep never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Likewise, what about you? Vampires. Hell yeah! Why? The wolves are too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that what you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked feet. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, I had it coming. They're far behind on your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Yeah, don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else I might help others get done with it swiftly? Fetch. Pardon? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. Yes. That works. On any dog, trust me. Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn, look what I got here. Carolyn, look what I got here. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. Not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Care. Hey, Chief. You got the name, was just an innkeep? Just innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, innkeep, then before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'd like something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Okay, strength. You're a good baby. You're a good baby. Yeah. A southern brawler? Southern brawler it is. And one of these. Maybe not. Maybe one of these. And one of those. One of those. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Yeah. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Ah! Thank you, Robertson. Thank you. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west. Through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking till I do, yeah? Nope. My cousin claims their crops are being stolen by undead snails. I fucking hate undead snails, man. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about undead uptick in the west, so... might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. Certainly unconventional. That's some way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors from me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. I don't do groups. But for sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine. Guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be starting the matching snippets of your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all from the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. The Vukakin. Never heard of that. Thank you for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. That's not how... works. A good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregarin from Erove. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take this quest and save Tregarin from this werewolf mayhem? Cute. Prelude to Bravery. Act 1. Oh, I love the art so far. It's very pretty. Okay, let's start. Uh-oh, you're gonna go werewolf hunting, Flora? Fable? Sorry. I thought of Danny. What do you have there, Fable? I found your notice on the board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tergadin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with the bow. One who tells me they want a quest, perhaps? Ah! I am good with the bow. Yes, Fable? And I know my way around the woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want a quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And when I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out of me and I think, hey, There's a start for an adventure. It's near forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basic. I love how they took the time to animate the board. The board? The board? The board is pooping? Anyway, I love that they took the time to animate the bird pooping. It's a nice touch. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. I'd rather take on an actual wolf. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year. I did? Where are they? They're collecting dust but I dust every week. What do you mean they're collecting dust? And damn, stop pooping! Are you having diarrhea or something, Mr. Bird? Bird! At this point, it's just to spite me. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I'll have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Fable knows. Fable knows. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if I try to shoot it with my silver arrow? I miss and I shoot a tree instead, then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less inches than you. Please don't come for me like this. You've met slimes. My tavern is open to anyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water? More slime? Bones? You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. I just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. Jesus Christ. About taking the quest, it seems that you want me to take it. But you're trying... It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude to an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms. They seem like they need protecting. I don't think they do, but okay. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, I start to think more deeply about what might happen. All my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. There's something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. Might prefer orange juice. Oh god, I really like the writing. It sounds like something like I would write. I really like the writing. It's the kind of dumbass jokes that I make. Maybe I'm an innkeeper. If only there were elves and werewolves and whatever that dude was. It might... Well, heroes of history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan accident. Or my first encounter with the Man-Thin Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh, Fable. You're too relatable. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky! I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by, except for me. Same Fable. I'd get caught on it and rip my throat. My throat? My coat! Jesus Christ! There's a big difference there. Did that happen once? Once. I wish it had just been once. Seems like my life only follows the path that is the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. Which is the worst. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventurous companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make up for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Honestly, that's fair. They do look similar. They do look similar, Fable. I'm talking about the actual flowers, the daffodils and the amaryllis. They do look similar. Now guess what I spend the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop coming until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What grind? What are we grinding over here? Bones? For those slimes? What happened? An adventure party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. To the sylvan spirits, it was a fairly foggy night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted a guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Triggerin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why are you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventures, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. Just 1 second. Discord decided to turn itself on again for some reason. Okay. It's off. It's off. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared. But my fear got a hold of me, and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led him along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of Shivermere. Home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, led them right into her arms, and I got scared in the end. I'm guessing this is the Banshee? They had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way to when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm still sure I'm the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them straight into the arms of the Wyvern Chimera that resides in Quadman Grove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter with the either? Well, just the day after I arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I bought some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it was fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthin Idra. And I had this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. And how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras ate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthin Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest! Maybe that shall be my first adventure! But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Oh. Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it hadn't needed an antidote, it would have died. Woodhounds are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up with neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable. No matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yes. I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and an endearing personality on the other hand, Great, non-guy. Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone I said that. I won't. Thank you, Innkeep. And because I like you so much, I'm going to keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right, I'm a great gardener, everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis, I can't figure out how to grow those. Lots of water. They're just water. Water them plenty. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find all that out then. Like, on a quest. For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? You think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? You and the bird pooping. Jesus Christ. Should gotta get a diaper. What if I'm not? What if there's someone better? Best thing you can do is try and help him. So what if another adventure swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh! And besides, even if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes! You have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf don't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need all that surprise round adventure. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we can even be friends. But I need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave this choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it one of the abilities I ask for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backstage mixing. Don't worry, on my channel, it's okay. So, charisma... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the charisma. Charisma. Spoken heart, I guess. Alright, let's go. I didn't forget you. 1 plume. Ooh. Oh, oopsie. Not 1 plume, 1 attack. And 1 defense. 1 defense, I said. 1? Just 1? Yeah. Good job, baby. And by baby, I mean me. Sometimes I am baby. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Barming. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farms in Trigorin. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to start. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, oopsie, I'm clicked the log again. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... So? I bought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them together later. Of course! I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with them sometime. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory! I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder what fate their path took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Hi, Sasuke. Welcome back. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants to drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Oh, you want another spoken heart? Okay. Lots of spoken heart today. Just looks like pee though. Ronnie, not everything looks like pee. I'm sorry! If only... Now I got it. We got it, baby! Right, spoken heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Very charming. It's them! Are you a vampire? Please tell me you're a... You have bats! I know you're a dwarf. You're small. Careful, your step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of these empty babblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given you some more dialogue options than most. But that won't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I can't start doing accents because I'll just do the accent for everyone. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Oh my. Thank you, I know. They're like me for real. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. How could this happen? Don't worry too much about him. He's a tard. Quirky. I see. You see, you know. You know what he's doing with his hand. You know. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you a drink in exchange for the story in your names? Yes! I love stories! Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frédéric Duquet du Song. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood? Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Maybe a brawler? Yeah, the brawler is the most red. Alright, 3 of these. A bit of this. Ooh. And a bit of this. Good job. Oh, Kayla's hedge. Okay. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser you can let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Skip. Nice to meet. Yeah, Skip. You're serving something strong. Something that feels like durable. Tough like a mountain are the caves of her. One of those frosty lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. A frosted lagoon? No, I'm Swedish. Drink one piss. Oh, it was just one piss! Charisma is piss, Ronnie? Yes. Got a pet. Got a pet undo for good luck. A taste of her just for you. Valued customer number 2. Oh, you're eating the placeholder text. Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about your ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Ulvermer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? I hit a gold vein earlier, deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and... gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go about looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you. Oh, right. Did he also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, couldn't call myself best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel, and dug, and hit, and dug, and hit, until it wasn't there nothing left to use anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. You do that with me! I am a snack. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Baruvia. And perhaps even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. We did. Please me allowed to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Baruvia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. Just lost cause. Looked everywhere on our way here. Forkers' chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I just started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Up his ass? Do you know where I put me capes? Up my ass. Where? In a wardrobe! Oh. So you can't wear it inside the wardrobe land? Yeah, it's called Narnia. What? No! Kyle, maybe we can find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you. Need a little bit more information. Good luck with that. First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by the Lord Strut in Bordovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape it is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. And was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Oh no, he's married! Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn? The vampire contents Evelyn? Residing in Merrill Castle? That would be her. Congratulations! Are you still married? Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body good. Turns out she just wanted. Spit it out, Leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? A little mean, vicious, beautiful beast! Her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Would it not be your heart? No! I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape! I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn! How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper. That's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set up in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Merrill Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. So my house is at the boob-shaped mountain. Yeah, that's right, that's the place. That's where I live. Queen of Darkness. Temptress of Men. Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invincible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quick, another drink. I don't think I can make it without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Take care, Siska. One of these. And one of these. Yes, some piece. And a little pet for the way. A little pet. Good baby. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. Might be the last day of all of this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No. I cannot drink now that I consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you are complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. Ah, the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh. Oh, right. Innkeeper! Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing made of several animals? I know. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia, likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, just didn't know saliva would be so useful. Yeah. If only I hadn't entered that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I would have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Fostgrip? Dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter your deal. Ah, nay, forget it. I ain't going. Nothing on me but a shovel and hoosgoop, and I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk amongst mortals in the glistening sunlight once more. As soon as a fearless adventure picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? The quest just for me! Let's leave it at 2. Say, you innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight? We don't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I got a couple of bared up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay on your leave. Grand. Seems like they give you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real person one day. Maybe. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife Countess Evelyn stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and not dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But be aware, she might be invisible. Deep in the Quagmire Grove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so, as it appears a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce sunscreen so effective that it can even walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer, or mouse, brave enough to confront the beast? The chimera, not the vampire. And bring back a bucket of saliva? Damn. A whole bucket? Damn. My shipment of infusion finally arrived this morning. Now I have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and his lanky pal. It's good to see you, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So, you two didn't form a party? No? Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. My dishwater? Family food. I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought I was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. Nope. Alfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does! I stopped her for killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was gonna kill the werewolf, they stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot? I think they is confused. Because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. They is confused? Okay. They is I also am confused. Chaotic good. Chaotic neutral. The fool. Ah, I love me a fool. Lawful neutral. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Care? I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not? Sure was. Adventure don't play like I used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born a half-crescent dreaming moon. Off the quest, Fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel to the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregardin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Yeah. Visually. A little. I mean, I reckon I can steal more than a human could. But darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank God. You're already weird enough. Stop. I just took so much care and love to raise this elf to be able to leave their house. And now you're burning it all to the ground, Care. Imagine the damage you'd do if you turned your head all the way around. Wow. Who says that I can't? Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is getting worse. Just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. Oh my god! So I snook closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was gonna eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, Herr Werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help her calm down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a "What?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Oh, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked you, how are you? A guard? I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling owl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting in every footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. It turned around immediately. And then, when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf. Yellow, gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Oh boy. Sharp teeth. Giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground finding tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously I set it down at one point. Good. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue checkered. At an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old. Blah, blah. Hey, why can't I say that? Blah, 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 blah. What the blah, 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 blah. Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, felt like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. I haven't seen that many years. Was coping about it by joking. That was the only way I could talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yeah. Used to be my favorite uncle. Then he changed. Became irritable and angry. Distant. For a lot with Uncle Fedor. By the way, Fedor in Portuguese, it means that you stink. It means stink. Fedor means stink. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he would just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was to get those problems as far away from everybody as possible. Idiots. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it. But I could understand she was angry and hurt. I tried to get her attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so... I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would never have done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looking mighty scary there, pal. Thank you. I shut them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to get through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Indeed, it does. It was. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication. Feud? The feud, sure. Turns out after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, we'd have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So we decided to fix the problem by leaving the widow alone and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course he was too embarrassed to come back, so... he just focused on the whole werewolf thing, and not any human things or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for any of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is only persuasive. I was talking about it before I even realized they didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. It'll take me some time to accept his apology. I'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. It was good to see him again. Yes, a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still a problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure he can barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure wouldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn to live again. Of course it won't be easy, no change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of blah 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 blah. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is! A happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather than the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one. Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? God offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here even. I was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. I also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! Said something about being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? Yeah? Not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't hard, was it? Well. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Care? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Strength it is. A little bit. A little bit. There we go. And off we go. Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Fable? What about you? You have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? I've had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events. I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll get you swift in no time. I'll get you, Taylor, so swift. And a pet for undo. And boop. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. Hey, it's not depressing! It's genetics. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late. So, are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did! It was scary and different from what I expected. I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that maybe you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'll ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first. But I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world. And you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on more quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Oh, you came at night today. Good evening to you too. This quest. I wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle. Get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yeah? It seems... strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors. Whisperings of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence! Me too! Has she ever frequented your tavern? Nope, not recently. But she has. Once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yeah, that's how vampires work usually, yeah. Yeah. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask... Sure, yes, but guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood? Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Homegrown. Homegrown blood. It's vegan, actually. Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Oh, that was me. Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Merrill Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire. She seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins in your pocket. You pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only worse than that is stealing a man's heart. Not if it's worse. Especially then. Point is, you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. The consequences being, you? Perhaps? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows. And the wind. Gone even before they notice I'm here. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures. Whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? A couch? Can you bring a couch? Some curtains? A bookshelf with the book? Just something to pretty up my tavern a bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest at me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a trinket. I love trinkets. My walls are a bit empty. Yeah, for sure. Wait, you're being serious. I'm so serious, man. Give me a little trinket. I love my little trinkets. You're kidding me? Fucking love little trinkets. I think I'll these trinkets over here in this top shelf, especially like this corner over here. This corner. These are all from Coffee Talk, the game that inspired this one. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep, and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to deep into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? How about a joke? A joke? That's not... I don't do jokes. Then I don't shoot drinks, I'm afraid. He's crying. You're the joke. Haha. He's actually telling me a joke. Let's go. Let's go. How do explorers hide their treasure? How? By dragging them to a safe location. Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think you could benefit from fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. Nature's icy properties. Magical frost barrier that will hurt anyone trying to harm you. Fake crystals from Avalon, allegedly. They make you invisible eventually. For a bit. Duration is a bit unpredictable. Some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think they would be very useful in your situation. Strong and vigorous. If I want my stake in her heart before her fangs here are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade our wrath entirely. To help stealth her and steal the cape right from her pale nose. So she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. And some invisibility could help. See, my speed and agility would be not enough. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for agility. So it's this one. Another swift strike. And a bit of this. And a bit of that. Oh, no, that's wrong. And a bit of that. A bit of that. No, I got it wrong again. Actually, oopsie. This container, the purple one, reminds me of 80s so much. They all kind of do, but the purple one in particular reminds me of Nick's. Okay, and some frosted pine cones. Can I put more? Okay. Pet. Let's go. That's not the right drink. Why is it not the right drink? Yeah, it's a swift strike. Oh, right, it's dexterity that I wanted, not strength. I was being dumb. Pet for good luck? No? recipe that... Yeah, I want... Yeah, this one. And a bit of this. And a bit of that. And a fake crystal. What? Kin Air Echo. Chaotic Good, the moon. Buddy, I don't know what they want from me. Sorry. Oh, maybe because it already adds the stuff? Hmm. Okay. Maybe I can only do the... Storytellers. Offense and defense. Confidence. Let me see what my character said again, just... I should try adding an infusion then. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was how I was doing. Infusion first. And then... Do I just do the recipe normally? I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay. on the coaster shape when I mix the correct recipe. The coaster shape? Is this the coaster? I'll try the Frosted Lagoon. Oh, right, I gotta put the thing first. Oh, I think I get it. I don't need to fill the cup then. Okay, I'll try the one that I wanted to make then. It was this one. Or not. Okay. No. A little bit of this. No. Oh, I don't need to put purple. That's it. Half an hour later, I got it. Set for good luck. There we go. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite. That's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something in your keep. It's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Good one. It tastes like not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? I do. Fuck garlic. No. Fuck that. No. No. Tastes awful. Smells awful. No. Only the abs. We are not the same, Zephyr. That makes two of us. Now that makes one of us. No garlic. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I don't want to need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie in the realm keepers, then I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after next sunfall. If you do not. Speak of vengeance even. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. Was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Mixing something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. Stay up all night to get lucky? No? Wee? Okay. Okay. And one charisma? Oui, oui, très bien. Non? Non? Non, très bien, non, très bien. Très bien. Ça va? Ici? Beaucoup? Non. Oh, because it already has one, dumbass. I know instructions. Pet for good luck, pet for good luck. Pet, pet, pet. Good boy. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest? Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit around for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget where I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture! That too. Well, boring, it's not what I call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Alfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So much. So, the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera to goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if anyone did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. No, I just sell drinks. Still. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No, she said she liked vampires. No. Does that make you nervous? No. You did mention you liked fangs. Did I mention that I have a great sword that's 3 times the size of your head? I'm sure a vampire would find that impressive. Have you ever encountered the chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't that kind of blasphemous to steal the draconic guardian? Depends, are you religious? Yes, no. Then no? Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimera still reaches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Damn. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I am worried. Okay, nervous? I ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. Seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. Maybe a little about the chimera. It's not a dragon head, right? Yes. Model after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Mm-hmm. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on their journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she... passed? Left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moment somewhere else. I like to think she visited one of the dragons the last time. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left her savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think. I never found a wyvern in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? What can I say? I might have been one myself in a past life. I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend when I was little! Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for magic. Not sure about the wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do that magic. Blah, 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 blah. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Kara? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for taking me on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I've some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. I already gave you an infused drink, but sure. Alright, what can I get you then? Bit of a boost of this for his body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy. So I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. I won't be risking it all on a bad idea. You sure you don't want infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili could make you a fire resistant. That would be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery. Nope, one is enough. Either you mix the fence with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. Don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Brains it is. Brains, brains, I'm alright. I won't stop till it's zombified. You sure you don't want me to? No, I just want the weird chilies. Damn. Damn. Okay, one of these? No, two of these. And brains, brains, I'm alright. I won't stop till he's zombified. Sure, they might think it's arranged, but I won't leave it all after I've eaten their brains. Pet for good luck. And let's go. Figure it out. Thanks. Hope you seasoned it with some trickery. It does feel weird, like my brain sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends not to take a break, even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in the mangrove. Good luck. I'll be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Oh, it's already dusk. Hey, Inkip. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been busy with this hatching season. A lot to do. She's so beautiful. Chrissy, yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar. Like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What will it be this time? Something for the wits again. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Something to protect me from weather or flow. So I'm steel for any situation. You want the... You think... You want one of these? You want one of these? How about an infusion to help you with that? Boop. And a little bit of charisma. And pet for good luck. Pet for good luck. And let's roll. Liquid steel. Just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas too difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the likes. They'll also be electing the scariest monster of the next issue of Screech magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas. Yeah, they're pretty shy. But they craft cute little trinkets. I always wanted to have one in my tavern. If I'd run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and the hot springs. Especially around this time of year, when the mornings are a bit chilly. And the sun tickles in the sky and the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora isn't suitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds going apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green chickens are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course! As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I have wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or I'll miss my boat. It's quite a walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you all soon. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited the dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carlin's quest in the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon, that I can't repeat it. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about the sea mirrors, echoes, and the stars on the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carlin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and the twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper! Oh, yes! It could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper! Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there? There's a constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is just part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? The astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jock doll. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks. Not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? You think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Let me get you some... Yeah. And a pet for good luck. And let's go. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you also may need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit, if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, screen creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did? Ha! I knew it. Your silly tricks won't work on me, mortal. Or well, I'm not certain you are mortal, but you have silly tricks nonetheless. I instantly spotted the new alleyways that have formed themselves around your establishment. Perhaps I even got lost in them, and their winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack, I don't need to hide. Excepting during games of hide and seek, I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood here isn't rotting even, dear innkeep. It is still as many eons. It's still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Was that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that fall blood. Again, please. Makes my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Oh. Didn't copy the recipe. Alright, 2 of these. And 1 of these. And the pet. And the pet. And the pet. And off we go. Some fall blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in our courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was also going to take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The whipping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to find a new friend in no time. A very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, it would turn me into ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, to a connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. He had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I felt like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never have agreed to that. It's my cape, after all. Maybe I wanted my Pascha recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me. Yes, he said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he wanted to ask me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the fall peace your precious innkeep has found in their house of the Nile. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. Must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want me to tell more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with the eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on in my art. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. How about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking more ingredients. Ah, the refusal. This change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe a celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Bea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I think she still hates you. That's a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I can have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again, he said. What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass you on to you forthwith. Thank you. Click it. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now is the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But it wouldn't be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you enjoyed them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. I'm glad that Anna isn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it didn't take me nearly the whole day to finish all those repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That day, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Turtle! Innkeeper? Okay, let me see something. So, Chrissy and stuff didn't stay on the character list. Jade? Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again who started that old brawl. Ah, no clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. Some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of these leaves. It's dreadful, numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. So Jade now appears. The Emperor. Bounty Hunter. Chaotic good. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say Ajax's character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Ah, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old spark? Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. No, I'd actually try to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that will quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. I like the music. That's very good music. So what do you do? Your brains. When you take off shield. Okay. So I guess I want this one. And two of these. And one of these. And a pet. And a pet. And a boom. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig. I finished up a job in the Sai Plains. The sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal woolman merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they just gotta eat. But you know how it is, something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job. Though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. The fuck? Luckily, it was only a sandworm, and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Snowford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Snowford? The seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It still is sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there with some bandits to look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about some missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling on about. So I came here and naturally I couldn't resist coming to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Can I pet that turtle? Oh, oopsie. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, you know anything about those undead? Not really, I've been occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern just was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Shooting star? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. Are you a dragon person? I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation under this kind of morning. I got you, bestie. You're already my bestie. You're a Hime. And you're a dragon. Pet. Pet for good luck. Pet, pet, pet. Good boy. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales. Sturdy. Strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money is right, of course. No thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You really don't believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling to the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. What, do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you were talking to. Nope. My name is Elithia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Elithia. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? No. I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her. To take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the arbor of the all luminaries in the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but where would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. That's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happens, perhaps a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when... Oh boy, there's so much. Plum crepes, that's a decision. So I still have to meet 2 more characters in this demo? Okay. All the hairs on your hands, your neck stand up and you know there's a creature looking out somewhere in the shadows? Exactly. This is why, Winkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquired those affected and Mary referred me to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start my investigation. Well, they could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy that there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Silithia? I'll help you fix your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said, and the little stars fell from the sky. Yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted it to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm much more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just don't get paid without working. I agree. That does sound a little unfair. Which is even more important, we all take care of things here on Gaia. Heyo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but do I look like an adventurer? That's just this time, and the greeting budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me, Inkip. Give me something for your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro! French fail. Damn. Damn. I gotta end the stream now, actually. Damn. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade? You? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something to make me swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. That's the worm. This one, yeah. That's enough brain. I just need some defense. Pet. Good play. No worms, but perhaps it will suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great, amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Maybe. Don't look at me like that. You and me. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey! Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's such corruption. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh. An Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh! That's interesting. I find it a little lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity fraud? It's all goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. changeling then. Yes, and I do say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Iniko? Isn't that, you know, Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name? Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. Can't say that way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And you did admire the wrecked ruin that was on Zenith. I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern in keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does! Looks like a star in the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. There's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. Aw, man, they aren't evil. They're just neutral. Someone is not me. Ha! Me neither. But if no one fixes it, so what? Then it just stays broken. Neither three won't tumble just because some stars fell out of the sky. Sure, some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. I don't need to get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Don't even bother. There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either. No, lady, self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes aren't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. Me? Perhaps? But the game isn't over, so... I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic! Reminds me of the group I met last week in Erove. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Hey, noob! Hello, hello, everyone! Hello, I'm a noob, okay. It's true, I am a noob. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, I am Ronnie. I am a variety streamer. I usually don't stream this late, but I'm checking out a game demo that I was invited to play. And I assume we're at the end-ish. So far it's being very, 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 very good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the full release. I believe it's next week. And I think if I get some extra money for my birthday from my uncle or something, I might get this game. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you had a good stream. Were you playing Krabby game again? Oh Jesus. I am a treasure. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, but my stream is a little bit laggy because my laptop is kind of dying. So things are lagging a bit. But I think I'll have a computer next week, maybe. So yeah. My laptop did a good 5 years. I'm proud of it. But alas, summer this year is being a little harsh on it. But we were talking with Jade and Iniko, which is a criminal, and she's a bounty hunter. I guess I wouldn't say new computer, I'd say actually getting a computer, because I've been streaming from a laptop all this time. So I'm actually getting a proper computer. Fingers crossed. I'm also it's my birthday month, and I am raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Funds, and I have some incentives if you guys are interested for $10 dollars. I'll send you a little doodle. I'm not a very good artist, so it will be kind of a wacky doodle. For $20, I read you a Grimm's tale, a random one from my book, and for $30, I'll sing you a song of your choice. But let's see what is up here with these two. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. They didn't really listen, didn't care. That was nice to them, you know. Charmed some rations out of them. They prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, who wore robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about the Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of this teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't my cup of tea. Take care, noob. Have fun at D&D. Thank you for the raid. What is your cup of tea? Fraud? I like Iniko. I wish she was you. They were evil. I wish they were evil. I wish they were evil. Why can't they be a little evil for a treat? Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings staining the gilded sea in dark shades of misery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said! How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Well, sounds like the guy was a psychic. Yes, divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said the links shall be turned at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless night sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits what I heard in Zoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? Idea, I thought I was just babbling. Everything that's been happening recently, I think he might be onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were just the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them, lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now that's just you and me, innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. So I got a new quest. Okay. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors too. To make quests, I get it. This sounds like the blurb of the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, it's good we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone. Even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit on your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any innkeep. And that was the end. Damn. I loved it. It was great. Oh, I can't wait for the full game. This was so good. I like that there's an overarching narrative because in the Coffee Talk game, there is an overarching narrative, but it isn't like this mysterious and stuff. I'm so looking forward for the full game. Now the bird can finally stop shitting. Poor bird has been shitting for like 4 hours almost. Congratulations, Mr. Bird. So that was Tavern Talk, the expanded demo. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me. Thank you for coming in the raid. And, yeah. That was Tavern Talk. I loved it. I can't wait for the full thing. I love the art. I love the writing. The jokes are just like the kind of jokes that I tell. I mean, sometimes things are made for me and I like it. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it too. It will be out next week if you're interested. I believe it will be out on Steam, on itch.io, and those are the only 2 sites that I use really. So those are the ones that I know. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys liked my silly voices, because I tried to put a little bit more effort to it than usual, and I hope it showed. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Goromon, if you're interested, at 8 p.m. Western Europe summer time. Yes, that's my time zone. I think it's also GMT. Anyway, yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, if not another day. Until then, take care. Bye-bye!